Hello guys, this is Christine Kirby Gaming here, and this is going to be an unboxing video for the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Speed Duel Starters decks. As you can see, that this is the Kaiba set, the Kaiba, Joey, and Mai set. Just let me, just before we open it up to take a look at the cards, let's just see what's inside here. Okay, you probably know that if you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, you probably know that the speed duels are kind of based on that. So we got, and in the box we got, for Kaiba, we got the Blue Eyes White Dragon, 2 Battle Ox. Sorry, my camera's gone out of focus. But they are Ryu Cushion Powered, I think that's how you pronounce that. Luster Dragon number 2. Two Lord of D's. Twin-Headed Behemoth. Tyrant Dragon, Spirit Ryu. Kaiba Man. There's the monsters. The spell cards are the Flute of Summoning Dragon, Stamping Destruction, Cost Down, Burst Seam of Destruction, and Mountain. The trap cards are Interdimensional Matter Transporter. I think that I pronounced that right. Dragon's Rebirth, Trap Jammer. And the skill cards, which are how do I say it? New to the TCG, I guess. Well, at least for speed dueling, are Peak Performance, Beatdown, and Dragon Collar. The variant cards are Champion's Vigilance, Fusion Gate, and Amazon's Village. I think these are for all 3 of the decks. For Joey, we have the Red Eyes Black Dragon, Meteor Dragon, Flame Manipulator, Mizaki the Legendary Swordsman, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard, Little Wingard, Copycat, and Gearfried the Iron Knight. Spell card, Polymerization, 2 of those. Stray Lambs, Legendary Sword and Sogen. Deception and Graceful Dice, trap cards. Got Skull Dice, Kunai with Chain, and Red Eye Spirit. Fusion monsters, so got Flame Swordsman, Thousand Dragon, and Alligator Sword Dragon. Skill cards are Grit, Last Gamble, and Polymerization. I think that's what that says. For Mai, we got the 3 Harpy Ladies, Harpy Lady Sisters, Amazona's Chainmaster, Amazona's Swordswoman, Amazona's Sage, 2 Bird Faces, and a Sonic Shooter for the monsters. For spell cards, we got Elegant Egotist, 2 of those. Triangle Ecstasy Spark, Cyber Shield, Harpy's Hunting Ground, and Amazon's Heirloom. For trap cards, we got Amazona's Arches, Windstorm of Equata, I can't pronounce that, sorry. Shadow of Eyes, and Wild Tornado. And skill cards, are Aroma Strategy, Flight of the Harpies, and Tribal Synergy. Alright, so we're going to take it up, open up the box, and see what's inside. Okay, forgot to mention that there is a playmat in here as well. Okay, so that's Mai's deck. Try to get it off. That's Joey's deck, and then there's Kaiba's. So first I'm going to start off with Kaiba's deck. And we can see there is the skill cards, the Dragon Collar, I like that pose, Beatdown, and Peak Performance. Peak Performance is all dragons, winged beasts, and thunder monsters on the field gain 2,000 attack and defense. Beatdown, if you control a level 5 or higher monster, you can activate this skill. All monsters you currently control gain 300 attack for each level 5 or higher monster you control. After the end of this turn, flip this card over. And Dragon Collar, once per duel, you can use one of the following skills. If you successfully normal summon Lord of Lord of D. Add 1 Flute of Summoning Dragon from your deck or GY to your hand. Reveal a Flute of Summoning Dragon from your hand, then add 1 Lord of D from your deck or GY to your hand. Okay, so let's see. The monsters in the deck. Got the Blue Eyes. Got 2 Battle Ox. Got Ryu. 2 of those. Luster Dragon number 2. Lord of D times 2. Twin-headed Behemoth. Tyrant Dragon. Spirit Ryu. Kaiba Man, which I may have forgotten before, I can't remember. Flute of Summoning Dragon. Stamping Destruction. Cost Down. Burst Seam of Destruction. The Mountain Spell card. Or Field Spell card. Interdimensional Matter Transporter. And Dragon's Rebirth. Okay. Next we'll move on to Joey. It's Joey's pack here. So open it up. We got Grit. This one is, at the start of your turn, call two numbers and roll a 6-sided die. If you will roll a number you called your LP, do not get lower than 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. This skill can only be used once per duel. Okay, last gamble. At the start of the 5th turn, activate this skill. Count both players' turns. During your main phase, you can reduce your LP to 100 and discard 2 cards from your hand, roll a 6-sided die, and then draw cards equal to the result. This skill can only be used once per duel. And Palamization. During your turn, you can reveal 1 normal monster in your hand. This turn, that monster can substitute for any one fusion material. If you do, the other fusion materials must be the correct ones. The skill can only be used once per duel. Just move these out of the way. And these are the cards in his deck. The Red Eyes Black Dragon, the Meteor Dragon, Flame Manipulator, the Legendary Swordsman, Alligator Sword, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard, Little Wingard, Copycat, Gear Free, Polymerization, 2 of those, Stray Lambs, Legendary Sword, Sogen, Dice Spoon, okay, Graceful Dice, Skull Dice, Kunai with Chain, Red Eye Spirit, Flame Swordsman, Thousand Dragon, and Alligator Sword Dragon. Okay, and the last one is for Mai, and I think she's running a combination of Harpies and Amazonas Women Dragon, or Amazonas, God, I can't speak, the Amazonas Warrior cards. Okay, Aroma Strategy. You may look at the top card of your deck at any time. Flight of the Harpies. If you lose 1800 or more LP, you can activate this skill during your next draw phase. During your draw phase, you may search your deck for a Harpy card. Reveal it to your opponent, and then add it to your hand instead of drawing. If you do that, flip this card over. Tribal Sindri. If you have an Amazonas monster and a Harpy monster in your hand, reveal them and draw 1 card. If you control an Amazonas monster and a Harpy monster, draw 2 cards. Each of these skills can only be used once per duel. And there is her Harpies, Harpy Ladies 1, 2, and 3. Harpy Lady Sisters, Amazonas Chainmaster, Amazonas Swordswoman, Amazonas Sage, Birdface, Sonic Shooter, Elegant Egotist, 2 of those. Triangle Ecstasy Spark, Cyber Shield, Harpy's Hunting Ground, Amazonas Heirloom, Amazonas Archers, Windstorm of Koida, Shadow of Eyes, and Wild Tornado. Okay, so that's it for the Kaiba Joey Mai sets. I am going to hopefully get the Yugi set very soon, and I'll do a box opening on that. Anyways, happy dueling, guys. Hey guys, again, I just realized I forgot to open this little pack here. Well, let's see what's inside. Okay, so Champion's Vigilance, Fusion Gate, and Amazona's Village. Okay, yeah, I remember reading those out earlier. Yeah, so these are the three remaining cards that I forgot to open. That's a stupid little mistake that I made. And again, see you guys in the next video. Happy dueling!